beat me to the 19th hole. The 19th hole. I'm at the 19th hole, fellowshipping with a few folks. My game was on, so I won by a few strokes. Cognac and a few totes. We gon' talk about our views and let the news post. Whether a hole in one or a triple bogey. Sit down at the round table, get to know me. Black excellence, living holy. Golf carts get driven slowly while we picking stogies.
Finally here at the clubhouse. The round is over. We're here at the 19th hole. For our audience and people out there that don't really understand what the 19th hole is and what we're trying to do, the 19th hole is where the fellas meet after the round is played. So the round is played, cigars have been lit, we're still smoking. We're looking at, selling up who won, the skins and whatnot. And
he normally has to pay, by the way.
I think I do owe him a couple dollars on a couple par threes, but we'll sell it up, whether it be blood or money or cigars later on. But for the 19th hole, this is where the fellas are, and women. I don't want to exclude the ladies, but this is where the networking happens. This is where the camaraderie takes place, the fellowship, and all of the above. And I may not have started this out, but my name is Warren Hardy. My guest today is
Jonathan Reed.
He's going to be the guest today, but going forward, will be a co-host as well. But that's just what we're here trying to do. And of course, today we're also smoking good cigars as well with coffee. Today we're looking at the Regis Black. You want to give a little bit of background about it?
Yeah, Regis is a cigar that's based out of London. Thankfully, they allow us to carry it here at International House of Stogies. To me, it's one of the best breakfast cigars out there. It's a medium. Might get a little full on the back end. Very smooth cigar, a little sweetness, but it's perfect for the 19th hole.
And as Mr. J. Reed started off, I definitely want to give a big shout out to International Stogies. This is our clubhouse. This is the Fellas Lounge. This is where we come together, we play dominoes, we talk about golf, we smoke cigars. People come in here and talk about business. So this is our home base of operation. A little bit about my guest here. He is a co-owner of the International House of Cigars. Shout out to John Simmons, House of Stogies. Sorry. Shout out to John Simmons as well, the other owner.
Yep.
But let's talk about that. Let's talk about how you got into the business.
Well, absolutely.
Did it started out as a passion, or let's go there first.
Okay. So International House of Stogies is the name, the idea, everything of it was born by John Simmons. John Simmons, he's the primary owner. He blessed me to come in partnership with him, but we were sitting down at the cigar shop we used to go to over off of Westheimer and Kirby in the Houston area. And that cigar shop closed down, and we really had nowhere else to go that was even remotely close or similar to that, because the draw there was their patio. So John Simmons came up with the idea of opening a cigar lounge out here on this side of town, because there wasn't one, and there definitely wasn't one with what we offer, which is with two big patios, which is a huge draw for cigar smokers. So a lot of people would like to just enjoy cigars, but they don't always want to sit inside. People want to smoke a cigar outside and enjoy the weather or whatnot.
Right.
But we want to give people that option. That's why we have the public lounge in the front, patio on the side, patio on the back, and we also have a private lounge for all our guests. So Stogies was born in 2013, and we made it through COVID and the pandemic or whatnot, and we're here, man, and business has been really good. And one day we'll definitely have to have John on the show so he can give more detail about it. But we love International House of Stogies, man. It's a boutique lounge is what we call it. So make a lot of good connections. Man.
So as far as Stogies is concerned, so for you getting into it, was it more so just the passion of smoking, or was it the actual business? More you just want to just to become an entrepreneur? Talk a little bit about that.
It was definitely the passion of smoking. One of the jokes that John and I used to always say when we first opened, if nobody else showed up, this would be our biggest private lounge for ourselves ever. We would definitely try our best to smoke everything in here. So,
absolutely.
A lot of guys who own cigar lounges, they might be in it for entrepreneurship or for the money or whatnot. But John Simmons and I, one thing we really like is that one of us has smoked a cigar, every cigar that's on the shelf. There's not a cigar in here that we carry that one of us has not smoked. Because when people ask about it, we want to give an honest opinion, and we want product in here that is good, that people are going to enjoy, and that people will come back and want to purchase. So for us, it definitely was a passion, and you can tell it's a passion because I'm here almost every day.
That's true.
Yeah, and I'm a morning guy. I'd rather come in the morning when it's quiet, where I can have my cigar, have my coffee.
Right.
Later on, I might have some bourbon with the cigar, whatnot. But my favorite time to smoke a cigar is definitely in the morning, especially after a round of golf.
Oh yeah, and we will be doing some bourbon pairings later on too. That's a good point.
Yeah.
So as again, definitely praises for black ownership, black entrepreneurship in the cigar community, the culture. Do you see more blacks starting to surface in that area?
Yeah, absolutely. So like I said, we started in 2013. And there might have been one other shop that was black owned, but now they're
here in Houston.
Just here in Houston,
okay.
Okay. But now they're popping up everywhere, And the cigar shop is cool. That right there, I'm impressed, and I'm always excited when another fellow, black female or male, opens up a cigar shop. That's cool. But the thing that's really impressive now is how blacks are starting to even, have their own cigar.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's so much more that goes into that. That is such an intimate process. I mean, you could slap your name on a cigar and call it yours and throw some money at it. But is that really the right process? Is that an enjoyable process? So you got people like the Arrival Cigars who possibly would come on to the show.
Shout out Ken.
Yeah, he really put in the groundwork, and I'm really impressed and proud of that guy for what he did with this cigar. So that to me is when where that things are really starting to turn the corner. Anybody can really open up a retail store, but not anybody can have their own cigar.
You're right. That kid does have a good cigar. Hopefully, we can get him on too.
Absolutely.
So what in your opinion, Houston, for right now, what separates Stogies? What's your opinion? What's the draw?
I think the draw is our community. So we have what is a private lounge. So we have some people who have been members with us since we first opened. I can recall when we first opened. There was a young lady walked in the door. We weren't even open yet. We were still setting up. All the shelves were empty. She walked in. She says, "Man, I'm really interested in cigars." She said, "Who's the owner?" Me and John said, "We're the owners." She said, "Oh, it's black owned." She got even more excited, and she wanted to become a member that day. And she is still a loyal customer to us that day. We have people who have been loyal. So for me, it's the community, right? It's like a family. You're gonna have some fights, some disagreements, and things like that. But the bottom line is, people love one another. They respect one another. And you enjoy the conversation. You could always smoke at home by yourself on your patio, but it's something different when you could sit around in a room with like-minded individuals, or maybe not like-minded individuals, but respectable individuals, and y'all sit around and smoke a cigar, man. There's just something about that 1 or 2 hours that you're there that kind of takes your mind away from the world and the things that you're dealing with out there, and just be able to come in here and really be able to enjoy yourself. So I think that's kind of what separates us, and then we have physical things that separate us. We offer a 24-hour membership. I don't really know anyone else in the city who offers a 24-hour membership, which includes a locker. And what that means is that we give the individual a key. They can come in, they can access that room anytime they want to, whether we're open or closed. And also we have the 2 patios, so the patios are really a big draw. So it's a combination of those things.
I would have to agree with that as far as the draw to it. I remember my brother-in-law, he and I were next door at Center Court one night, and I think my wife said, "Man, there's a cigar shop next door. I think it's black owned." But we didn't know. It's like, okay, yeah, I needed some sticks anyway. Came over. That's how we met you.
Yep.
So we, became patrons, and then after we started to buy and get the invites to the back, and it was just like, man, we got to join.
Yeah.
You said it once. It's like-minded individuals. Everybody is kind of within the same demographic. So it's home. It's almost become family.
Yeah.
After a certain amount of time.
Right.
So I definitely can agree with you on that. Switching gears now, because we're just about at the middle of this. How's that burning for you?
Oh man, it always burns great. I'm telling you, I can smoke this cigar if possible every single day for breakfast because it's very consistent. That's one thing you want to look for in a cigar, right? Something that you smoke it the first time is going to be what you expect it to be, maybe a little bit better. When you smoke it again, you want some of those same characteristics. Like you don't want a cigar, you smoke it one time, the next time it's all tight, got stems in it and things like that. But this Regis,
consistency.
They got great
consistency.
Yeah, it's good.
I like it, and I could definitely taste a little bit of sweetness. The molasses, just a little bit. But now that I'm getting toward it,
Yeah.
it's a little bit more grassier. But it's definitely a true Nicaraguan. I give it that.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's mild all
Yeah.
the way through. Let's talk about this gear you got on, Golfer Bro. You fresh? I can't lie. That red is hitting.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Shout out KSI. But let's talk about Golfer Bro. How did Golfer Bro become a reality?
Oh man, so I've been playing golf forever. You know, like a lot of other people who might have started playing golf when they found out about Tiger Woods and whatnot. I started playing in 1997. I remember the three guys that invited me to play. I remember the course we played on. I remember how bad I played and whatnot. But just after that background, you know, it's always, you know, there was apparel that's nice. There's apparel that you can get anywhere. It's kind of expensive or whatnot. It might not be, but it's always the same. It's always the same look. You never really found anything that was for the black man, right?
Yeah.
So I was, more background, I was working at Halliburton. Halliburton laid me off because of the oil and gas industry or whatnot.
This was during COVID?
During COVID.
Okay.
We were furloughed in March, laid off in May. And after they laid me off, I started a coffee business called The Proper Grind, right? So during The Proper Grind,
which I do have a cup, by the way. Just shout out
I
Proper
appreciate
Grind,
it.
supporting black businesses.
Absolutely. So during my beginnings with The Proper Grind, I was doing some T-shirts, hats, and polos just with the coffee.
Right.
One of my buddies, he was like, "Man, can you do a personalized, customized hat for me?"
That's
So
how
on
it
his hat, I
starts.
put a gimme. On one of his hats, I put 19th because you know he's one of the golfers that we plays with, and he was thinking about the 19th hole. And I said, you know, it'd be kind of cool if I could design or have my own logo on the shirt as opposed to just doing custom names and funny phrases and things like
Right.
that.
You want your own.
You want your own. So when I was kind of looking around trying to get an idea, because, you know, they have various websites you can go on and they'll help you to design and build your logo and whatnot, but they were all, you know, Caucasian. None of the things were African American. I mean, it's hard to even find a black or male or female model on any of these different type of websites or anybody that you call to help you with your design. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to draw my own. So I kind of took a template that another company had, but I changed them up, made them a little bit unique.
Yeah.
But the most important thing is that his skin color was brown,
Right.
right?
For us.
So that's kind of how Golfer Bro got started.
Yeah.
A lot of us guys here, we play golf together and things like that. And, you know, the name, you know, we always just say when we're going to play some golf, bro. You know,
Yep.
so I was like, you know what, I'm going to use that as my,
Hey, bro.
my
Yeah,
name.
yeah, yeah.
We always talk like, what's up, bro?
Hey, bro,
How
who
you doing,
playing this
man?
weekend?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
figured Golfer Bro would work. So that's kind of basically just how I got started.
Okay, so do you have a website and everything people can go to?
Yeah, Golfer Bro, golferbro.com.
Okay.
You can go to that website. We also have Instagram, Golfer Bro _apparel, and
Yeah.
Golfer Bro on Facebook.
So what's your long term vision or just
man.
goals for Golfer Bro? Is it
Yeah.
just
Well, you know, I want to keep Golfer Bro affordable. You know, when you look at a lot of the golf brands out there, they're really expensive. You know, I mean, to me, to pay $150 for a polo shirt, that's just not something feasible that I want to do. You know, for something that's fashionable that I want to wear around, maybe go to work and whatnot, that might be different. But for me to play golf in, you know, I want to keep my prices,
And
everything.
let me say this too, golf is already an expensive sport
Absolutely.
compared to others.
Right.
So, you know, you're paying $40, $50 for green fee and then, you know, you got another $200 on.
Right.
I mean that can get kind of pricey for just the average weekend golfer.
Absolutely, it can.
Yeah.
It can. But, you know, long term, so right now, Golfer Bro is just an e-commerce business, right? You can only buy online unless you know me personally. I can deliver some stuff to you. But for long term, you know, I would love to have my own retail store, but I want to make it different, right? I want to make it a retail store with golf simulator, with a cigar room in the back.
Yeah.
Something that's...
We talked about that.
You know, something that when you come there, it's going to be an experience. It's not you just come in, you pick up a shirt, and you leave. Yeah. I'm never gonna do it that. I always want to keep it unique and keep it interesting, and you know, something where the guys will come in and relax. It'll be more about the simulator and the lounge portion of it than it will be about the apparel. Because for me, the apparel is cool, but the apparel gives me the ability to make connections with various folks. So it's always about the connection with me. You know, the connection to me has more value
And selling
the
the shirt. Yeah.
right? So if someone buys a shirt from me and they say, hey, man, you know, the shirt's cool, but it don't fit right, no problem, brother. We're going to do a free exchange, or if there's something wrong with it, I'll give you a full refund. Because to me, I want you to be a part of this community. And that's the thing that makes our Stogies real, right? Our Stogies has been very successful because of our connections with community and with individuals, which is a lot more important than, someone gets a bad cigar, but you don't want to refund them any money.
Right.
You want to make them smoke that. Oh, man, come on.
I haven't had a bad cigar from Stogies, by the way. Just putting that out there. But that's good. I like that. And I purchased Golfer Bro. I like it. It's comfortable to golf in. It's stylish. I mean, I've gone and played many courses outside of Houston, within Houston. I've worn it, the hats, and people always ask me, especially the brothers, "Hey man, what is that you got on?"
Right.
So it definitely is a conversation starter.
Oh, absolutely.
And so that 9 times out of 10 leads to the networking and the relationships and just, putting people on as well too,
True.
right? So, I mean, I like it as fashion. Check him out, Golfer Bro at Instagram and golferbroapparel.com, right?
Golfer Bro Apparel is on Instagram. Golferbro.com is the website.
Okay. Yeah. Now, let's, since we are at the 19th hole, let's get down to business. How is that golf game?
My golf game, man, it's for the last, I've been playing, 20 plus years, and it's always like hills and valleys. It's like
Right.
life. That's why I like golf, man. It is truly like life, and you always got to look at it, long term and get out there and enjoy it. But, for us and our group of guys here that plays golf, we call ourselves really bogey golfers, right?
Right.
So if we shoot a 90, it ain't really no problem, but if we get down in the 80s, that's icing on the cake. I would love to break 80. And I've always been close, last year, 2020, I shot 81 over at River Point.
Okay.
The last hole, I kind of choked on it, got a double on a par 5, which would have given me my below 80s round. But it's still enjoyable. We got our cigars, we got our coffee, we got our bourbon, we got to having a good time. And none of us practice and put in that type of work, so in golf, it's not going to give you anything.
It's
if you
hard.
want it, you're going to have to earn it. So.
And I think that's one reason why we created the 19th hole too. Most of the guys that we network with here, we all work. We go. Some got kids. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
We want to get out there, and that's kind of our time.
Right.
So the weekend golf individual. This is not a show. I'm far from an expert. Yeah.
None of us are.
I'm not getting my PGA card no time soon. But like you said, I love the game. I love the camaraderie. I really love the camaraderie that goes with the game. I may shoot 100, but the fact that I'm out there with my boys, my friends, we're smoking good sticks, maybe have a shot of bourbon or whatever here and there. That's what it's about.
Absolutely.
And then when we travel, it makes it all the better.
Oh, it sure does. Yeah.
So, I'm a mid-90. I think my last 2 rounds, I know I was over 100. Because like you say, I don't practice.
Right.
There are some things in my game that are consistent. There are some things that are not.
Yeah, because when you hit it, it's long. It's long. You're one of the longest iron players I know.
So I appreciate that. Yeah. But like you say, it's just all about the consistency. So we're just about, we're a little bit over the middle on this stick.
Yeah.
What do you think?
No, it's not quite the middle yet. It's a slow burner, but like for me, I'm really enjoying it. I can tell that it's starting to transition. That pre-light and that first third of it was really smooth or whatnot. But now I'm picking up a little bit of more cocoa than the sweetness of it. So I'm curious to see how it's going to go.
Yeah. But I will say, it has been consistent.
Yeah.
Now, because I don't have a Robusto like you do, so I'm not seeing a huge transition in the flavor profile.
Right. And you normally do with that size. The bigger the cigar, the more diluted the flavor becomes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I was really curious to see what you're gonna think about that Corona.
It's consistent.
Yeah.
That it's some changes, but it's not drastic.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
We'll see.
But it is. So now I want to circle back around to you because we do got some time left. With our Stogies, where do you see it going? What's your opinion? Do you?
Well, our Stogies has continued to evolve. There's no way as a business you're going to be successful still doing what you did in the beginning.
Right.
And the thing I like about John is that he listens, right? So if I have an input on something, he listens. If a member has input on something, he listens. Like, for instance, they say, well, there's a particular cigar A, you never have that cigar. And what John will do, he'll call up the company. He'll get some samples of the cigar. We'll smoke the cigar. Then he'll get the cigar into the shop. And that's the thing I like about it. You know, he's more community focused. He's more customer focused. And I see us continue to grow. We really would like a larger space. I mean, this space really is too small for what our Stogies really is.
Okay.
But you know, this location is really good. It's kind of perfect for us.
This
Not
location
just
is done. This location is done.
yeah, not just for the people that come in, but for us because as owners, you know, you get tired of driving. If you work, let's say we live on the north side, and if we worked in Clear Lake, I mean, you would get tired of that drive. So this right here is really good because if there is an issue, if there is an event, you know, we're able to spend more time here because you know we live in this
the community, right?
You know?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And let's just talk a little bit about the inventory you guys got here. In my opinion, it's different
Yeah,
than what I would see at a mainstream
good.
cigar shop. It's more, I don't want to use a made up word, but it's more like boutique-ish.
And that's the point.
Okay.
Absolutely, we wanted it to be that way because you know there are a lot of shops in the Houston area. There are a lot of shops with big humidors. There are a lot of shops with a lot more inventory.
Yeah.
So to set ourselves apart, and based on what we really enjoy smoking, you know, are what they call boutique cigars.
Yeah.
Cigars that are not over manufactured, and that's why when you smoke a Regis cigar, the quality is always there. That's why when you smoke a Roma Craft cigar, who are local guys headquartered in Austin, Texas, the quality is always there, and that it's there because they don't have to worry about the masses. You know, they say, well, this is our cigar. This is the quality we want it to be, and they keep it small, and they keep it where every time you smoke it, I mean, you're pretty much getting the same thing, and that's the point of a good boutique cigar, right? So,
and this Regis, this is made by Valencia, right?
it's made by Regis in the Placencia factory.
In the Placencia factory.
So Placencia provides. They have tobacco farms, and they provide a lot of tobacco.
They got their hands on everything.
Oh, they do, man. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Placencia is an amazing company. You know, we carry Placencia cigars, and that's one of my favorite brands. Roma Craft, Regis, Placencia, of course, Padron. If I want to do that for a special occasion,
Right.
You know, those are my go-to.
So since you've been in the business, are you seeing that with the cigar manufacturers? There are like 3 or 4 or 5 main key players that everybody normally goes to. I mean, how does that? Like you say, it's Regis is from London,
Right.
but made by Placencia.
Right.
So,
Yeah. I mean, as far as it's like, as far as the rollers and the producers and manufacturers of cigars, there really are not a lot of players in that. But there are some guys that are up and coming. I mean, there's this guy, Camino Cigars.
Yeah.
You know, he makes a cigar called TMM. It's a really good cigar, man. And he's not made in Placencia factory. He's made in the DR, Dominican Republic.
Okay.
But a lot of people don't know about him, you know. But when you give somebody that cigar and they smoke it, they're like, wow, what is this? I really enjoy
It's
it.
a good smoke.
That's what we like about our Stogies. You know, you can go into some of the big liquor stores here, some of the big cigar spots, and you just go in there and you overwhelm. You know, there's nobody who's going to be able to walk around that humidor and see everything and try everything in that humidor.
It's hard unless you know what you want to smoke.
Absolutely. You got to kind of know what you want to smoke, or you got to trust the person who's, you know, running that store, the salesman or whatnot, to come and lead you and guide you based on what you prefer to smoke or whatnot. But, you know, here, because of the fact that, you know, we have a smaller inventory and we smoke them all ourselves, one of the major things I like to ask somebody who's probably never smoked, they want a recommendation, I'll ask them, what do they drink?
Yep.
You know, a lot of people, they first go, well, they might say, well, I don't drink alcohol. What do you drink? Do you drink apple juice? You drink orange juice? You like citrus? You like some wine? You drink coffee? Those type of things help you to determine a person's palate and what it is that they might like. So you can easily pair them up with a cigar. Okay.
Yeah, I like that because I could honestly say here, because Stogies is boutique-ish, I'm by no means, I'm not an aficionado, but I do love the smoke. I love the flavors, love the feeling, the relaxation of it. I'm more of a medium-bodied, mild type of guy. Every now and then, I'll hop on the full body.
Yeah, 'cause you smoked that Neanderthal the other day. You really surprised me. I was surprised.
I stepped out of my comfort zone a little bit, but I think that's what Stogies provides me, and I'm able to speak on it from a personal opinion. Is I stepped out of my comfort zone on a lot of sticks, and that's trusting the guidance of yourself and some of the employees here who smoked an array, right? Because they know me by now, right? The community aspect that you talked about, right?
Absolutely.
They know me. I come here, and they know my profile.
Right.
So it's like, okay, yeah, I know what you like to smoke. Have you
Yeah.
tried X?
Right.
Oh no, I haven't. Let me get that one. Let me see what it is. May like it, may not.
True.
But the fact that they know me and they know what I like to smoke,
Right.
they're able to give me those recommendations within
Absolutely.
my profile.
Absolutely.
But you can't get there. You can't get that nowhere else unless there's an experienced person working there.
I agree.
And to me, that's kind of hard to find.
True.
So when you said you and John have smoked everything, and when people come in for those recommendations, that means a lot.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
Right.
So how's it burning so far?
Still burning good, man. I'm enjoying this. I will always enjoy Regis, man. Always. I think now I'm probably getting to that halfway mark. But my most favorite part is when you're getting up there by that band.
Yeah.
When you take that band off. A lot of people, I mean, it's personal preference. It's your cigar. You can stop smoking it at this point if you want to.
Mhm.
But for me, I like to take that band off, man, because that's when all that flavor is concentrated right up in there, and that's when I'm really
The
enjoying
finish,
that
or
cigar.
the finish, or the
That finish, man.
finale, as
Absolutely.
they say. Yeah, I like it. I like it. So when next time you jumping out there on the course?
I probably will, hopefully tomorrow. I don't have anything set up, but definitely, I try to play once a week. Now that the time is about to change, I'll really be
Yes.
able to get out and play more.
I agree.
But hopefully, maybe tomorrow or Thursday, I'll put something on the chat for the guys and see who's all available, who's all free, because I need to get out there, man. The weather's been good. So,
Weather has been good.
Yeah, so it's time to play.
So what's in your bag? What do you like to play
Oh,
with?
man, see, I don't want to drop my secret. I got a secret. See, I played the Mizuno's, the 919,
Yeah.
tour, right? Those are my irons. I'm not changing those. They're not going anywhere. I've been tweaking my driver, right? So I had a Rogue driver, and I was smashing it. That Rogue driver,
I remember you
I
telling
loved
me
it,
that.
right?
Yeah.
But for some reason, the head caved in. It broke, so I had to trash it, right? So after that, I went to I just started playing. I found a Tommy Armour, $60 Tommy Armour at Dick's Sporting Goods that was on clearance. I was playing with that. It was okay drive. I was doing all right with it. Then I bought an M1 with an Oban white shaft, and I've been doing okay with that. I like that M1. I can work the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been able to work the ball, but I can hit a fade. I can hit a draw. I can hit straight. I like that. But I'm about to go back to Callaway. Like I said, me and that Rogue, we had some good times. So I just ordered me a Callaway Maverick.
You going with the Maverick?
Yeah, man, I got the Maverick. I'm going to put my Oban shaft in that Maverick, and watch out.
Watch out.
Watch out.
Now your wedges, putter.
My wedges, man, I don't even, what wedges do I have? I don't even know. One of my wedges, I got a Mizuno Approach wedge. I don't even know what my wedges. I can't even think about what my wedges. That's probably why I play so bad. I had some Titleist, and I had the Titleist SM6, right?
Some Vokies.
Some Vokies, and I had them customized. I had them engraved
Okay.
on my 56 degree. I had a 54 degree. On 54 degree, I put the War Within.
Oh, nice.
Because to me, that's what golf is, right? I don't care who you playing against. They might have a little bit of influence on you, but golf is that war within. It's between you and your mental.
It's the course.
Absolutely, and
Yeah.
of course, right? So on one of them, I had the war within. On the other, my 60 degree, I had just an iStogies logo on it. So I just got rid of those, but I don't even know what I'm playing with now, man. That's a shame. I can't even think about what they are. Hey, come back to me on that. I don't even. I know y'all got to forgive me, man. There's no bourbon in the coffee yet. I promise.
No, not yet. Not yet. It ain't even. Wait till noon,
Yeah,
maybe.
right,
Maybe
yeah.
so.
But what's in your bag?
My bag, man. I started playing golf, man. Like you say, my game is waves. Started out when I first started. I had a Wilson all-in-one bag from Dick's Sporting Goods. I think I paid like $200 for that whole bag, and I just beat the hell out of them things.
Of course, yeah.
And then old school cat sold me a R11 driver,
I remember the R11.
and I upgraded my irons to some Nike slingshots.
I remember the slingshot.
I had those. Then after that, I went to some TaylorMade Rocket Ball Z's. I had the whole set, and this is when I started to get serious about it. This was before I had kids too, so I was up to like 3-4 times a week playing
Wow.
with some buddies and cousins of mine that live out in Katy. And then I went to the TaylorMade. I jumped on the TaylorMade wandwagon pretty tough, and I ended up getting the RSI ones irons, and I loved them things.
Right.
And then I went ping for all my woods. I started to get interested in ping.
Man, them pings are nice, man.
They are.
A beautiful club.
And then I had the ping G's. I had the driver, the 3-wood. I even had a 2 hybrid. And then just here recently, I upgraded to the ping 710s, the all blacks,
Blacked out.
blacked out
Mm.
with the weight
Oh yeah.
in the toe.
Oh yeah.
And I'm crushing them. But I need better control. And it's I think it's within my mechanics right now. And then my wedges and my putter are all Titleist.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But man, I know about 2 years ago, man, I was putting that driver at least 260. And maybe 270 with a good roll.
Absolutely.
And then
Anything over 250 for the weekend golfer, to me, in my opinion, is absolutely incredible.
And then I stopped playing because of kids and just life.
Right.
Could always hit my irons, but then my woods tanked, and so that's why
Yeah.
that forced me to start playing with the 5, the 4, the 3, my long irons.
Absolutely.
More than most people are comfortable with.
Oh yeah, because I can say that you're. What do you have? A driving iron?
I have a three hybrid driving iron.
3 hybrid driving iron. You hit that thing just as far as a lot of people hit their driving. A lot of people that we play with anyway.
Yeah.
You hit that just as far. And that's, as long as you're in the fairway, man, and you got 180 or less, 160 or less,
Give yourself a
you
chance.
give yourself a chance.
Yeah. So that's what's in my bag.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I recall now. I got the Callaway Sure Out. That's my 60 degree,
Yeah.
and then I have a 54 degree SM6 Titleist.
So it goes back to earlier, right? I mean, we pay a lot of money for those clubs.
Yeah,
It depends on how you buy them,
yeah, true.
right?
Even if you're buying a used, that's,
Even if you're buying used, that's golf is
something you should plan for. You don't just walk into a store and say, well, some people might, but I know, give me that $500 and some driver.
no,
You
I
haven't
don't.
hit it, you haven't been fitted for it, you don't know if it worked. Then you go out there and you hit it and you're frustrated, and now you hate golf and you're trying to
I
play
don't.
something that you spent 5 years. So no,
Yeah, that's just tough.
doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. And so, like you said, you spend that kind of money. The bottom line is, like you said, you want to be able to play, at least play with pace.
Yeah,
Of the guys that you're playing with,
true.
and of the folks that are either before you or behind you on the course.
Right,
And like you say, you're playing the course.
you are.
You're not playing anybody else unless I'm betting you
Right.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Are you sure I owe you money? Because I think
No, that's Mark.
You might. It's Mark. Okay,
That's Mark.
somebody
It's
in
Mark.
here.
Yeah. You and I, we even. we even.
we even.
Until
But-
tomorrow.
But that's what we. Like I say, I love the game, and this is the environment that we want to create for guys like us. It's the entrepreneurs. It's the the 9-to-5 guys, married with kids, but you love the game.
Absolutely.
You love good sticks, and you love the camaraderie.
Absolutely.
Um,
That's what makes the 19th hole a beautiful thing, because no matter how you played on that course, if you won, if you lost, if you had your best score, your worst score, you can always come to the 19th hole. We're going to have some laughs. We're going to make each other feel better. We're
Right.
going to drink some coffee, some bourbon, or whatever it is you desire. Smoke
Yes.
a cigar,
Ab-
fly stogies, and
Absolutely. That's exactly what the 19th hole is. And it just doesn't have to be the clubhouse. Like you say, it could be Stogie's. It could be someone's house. It's just the 19th hole is really a mindset.
Absolutely.
And it's what we make of it,
Right.
or what you make of it out there. But this is our 19th hole. We're almost out of time. Mr. Reed, I definitely thank you for your time.
Absolutely.
Shout out John Simmons, iStogies, right here off of Highway 6. I'm not sure the cross street.
Well,
You-
7425 Highway 6, right next to Center Court Pizza,
Yeah.
in between Lake Olympia and the Sienna Plantation.
No doubt. Thank you guys for joining us. This is going to be our clubhouse from here on out. So, once again, my name is Warren Hardy, and hit them straight and don't smoke cheap sticks. Thank you guys.
You beat me to the 19th hole, the 19th hole. I'm at the 19th hole, fellowshipping with a few folks. My game was on, so I won by a few strokes. Cognac and a few totes. We gon' talk about our views and let the news post. Whether a hole in one or a triple bogey. Sit down at the round table, get to know me. Black excellence, living holy. Golf carts get driven slowly while we picking stogies. We at the clubhouse for another episode. The shoes I wear when I play, they are retros. I got reach out in Pebble Beach. Fine cigars and some leather seats, and you can let us be. You can meet me at the 19th.